want to forgive? How can I be kept safe while I forgive? Should I forgive? These are questions you must ask yourself if you have or are experiencing trauma. Dr. Robert Enright discusses the topic of forgiveness in his book, The Forgiving Life, a pathway to overcoming resentment and creating a legacy of love. My name is Jude. Welcome to my channel in this book review edition video. I first heard of Dr. Enright and his pioneer work in the field of forgiveness on a program which aired on Relevant Radio, a fantastic Catholic radio network. Dr. Enright points out in his book that forgiveness heals. He writes, "Forgiveness does not further traumatize. To forgive is to know that you have been treated unjustly, and despite the injustice, make the decision to reduce your resentment toward the offending person and eventually work toward mercy." He goes on to state, "You do not say, 'I forgive you, now I will enter into a relationship with you even if you are dangerous.' No, forgiveness is an act of mercy, and that mercy can be given from a distance if another refuses to change and is a danger to you. To forgive is a great act of courage, not weakness. Forgiveness, like justice, patience, kindness, or love, is a virtue. Forgiveness is a process made up of 4 phases. 1, uncovering. 2, decision. 3, work. And 4, discovery. You will work through your emotions in healing while answering the following questions in each phase. In the uncovering phase, how have you avoided dealing with anger? Have you faced your anger? Are you afraid to expose your shame or guilt? Has your anger affected your health? Have you been obsessed about the injury or the offender? Do you compare your situation with that of the offender? Has the injury caused a permanent change in your life? Has the injury changed your worldview? Phase 2 is deciding to forgive. You will decide that what you have been doing hasn't worked. You will be willing to begin the forgiveness process, and you will decide to forgive. In phase 3, you will be working on forgiveness. You will work towards understanding. You will work towards compassion. You will accept the pain, and you will give the offender a gift. Phase 4 is discovery and release from emotional prison. Discover the meaning of suffering. You'll discover your need for forgiveness. You'll discover that you are not alone. You'll discover the purpose of your life. You'll discover the freedom of forgiveness. I love this passage in a chapter of the book entitled Your Forgiveness Pathway. As we walk the path of forgiveness, we realize we are not on a one-way street, always pointing to our wounds and others' offenses. We eventually come to realize that we too have contributed wounds to the world by withdrawing love from others. Ultimately, we are not victims and we are not offenders. We are persons who are wounded and who wound. Even more than that, we are persons who need to receive and to give love. Just as we can be empowered by forgiving and thus not let our wounding of others define us or them, forgiveness from others by seeking and receiving forgiveness and reconciling. I highly recommend this wonderful book as the first step to your own or someone you love's healing path to living the forgiving life. I will also link below the Forgiveness Institute, established in 1994 by Dr. Enright, and his 20-step forgiveness model, which can enable anyone to experience the extraordinary benefits of forgiveness. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, peace and